Good afternoon, students. Did you finish writing assignment questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you all understand, Manasa?
Ma'am?
Did you understand? You means
Yes, ma'am.
the class. The class
Yes, ma'am. We
understand?
understood.
Okay, all the programs and everything.
Yes, ma'am.
And what about practice?
Practice, I didn't know, ma'am. Don't know
Okay.
practice.
What I suggest to you all is whenever I'm giving you questions, then and there only you can uh, execute them on Google Colab.
Okay, ma'am.
Anyway, today we will execute.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
let us begin with the execution, and later we will learn strings, lists, tuples, and dictionaries today. Operators, variables in syntax, decision making, loops, over. Today we will look at strings. Okay, before beginning the topic of strings, let us quickly execute programs of other topics which were discussed in the last class. And now I am going to start Anaconda. Okay, so after installation, you should select the start, then Anaconda Navigator. Navigator is opening. This Anaconda Navigator is a one-stop solution to opening or launching different IDEs like Spider, PyCharm, Jupyter Notebook, and also for creation of environments. And so many tasks, instead of doing at command line, it is easy to do through this uh, graphical user interface or through this navigator. It is beginning. This navigator is loading the packages.
Oh, ma'am, are you sharing the screen, ma'am?
Oh, I forgot to share the screen. Thank
Okay.
you, Manasa, for reminding.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm. You can see what I did is I have clicked on start, and then I have opened Anaconda Navigator, and this will bring us to this window. Here we have four options. Uh, home is this, which shows different applications that you can launch. Select environments. In environment, I have created different environments. This one I have created for our lab, AI with Python lab, AIPLab. And then it is loading the packages relevant to AIPLab. How to create means here you can see at the bottom, there is a create option. If you click on that, it asks you for the name of the environment that you would like to create. You provide the name and it will be created with default packages. These many of the packages are by default uh, available in the environment. uh, Others, if you require, then you can install. This is with respect to laptop. If you have laptop and if you are doing, do in this manner. uh, or even if you have laptop, you can do on collab. I am doing here on the local machine. So AIPLab, if I click on this arrow, it opens up four options. Choose open with Jupyter notebook. Okay, this will open a notebook in the web browser. By default, Chrome is my browser. Therefore, it is opening here. This is the default page of the Jupyter. Here I have created one folder, which is this. In this, uh, what all we have to execute? We have to execute operators and loops. So let us first execute operators. The extension to a normal Python program is .py, and the extension to a Jupyter notebook is .ipynb, means IPython notebook. IPYNB. All right. If you do through this Jupyter notebook creation of the uh, code file, its extension would be IPYNB. If you create a normally from the Python interpreter, it would be a .py. .py means .python. This all whatever is there in this file, which I already shared with you, those programs have been executed here. So we have learned all this. It's just to show you their execution. We have seen that these are four variables, uh, in rather three variables, and here plus operator, minus operator, multiplication operator, division operator, mod operator, exponentiation operator, and this flow division operator. Operators concept we learned already. Here I'm just showing you their execution. Already I executed it. Let us start from beginning. To do that, I can choose the option restart and clear output. Go to kernel menu and choose the option restart and clear output. And it asks you whether you want to restart and clear all output. Say yes. Means click this button. When you click that button, this notebook, you please observe, now these numbers have been gone. Here number were there earlier, now it is gone, and also the output is no more available in the page because I have removed. Let us execute. There are different ways of execution. You can click on any place in the cell and can uh, hit this run button, or you can use from keyboard shift enter or control enter. I am using this run button available. Look at here. Here you get one, and then this is the output. I hope you all have analyzed the output while writing the programs. So here line 1 value of C is 31. See, line 1 value of C is 31. And then this is, these are relational operators or comparison operators. Here we have double, equal to, not equal to, less than, greater than, and all. So I have clicked it. You can click anywhere in the cell and hit the run button. because A and B values are assigned 21 and 10. This gives this else part would be executed. A is not equal to B. You can see here A is not equal to B. Likewise, this output is generated. Third one, these are assignment operators. Assignment operators would give you the value of C is 31. How you got this value of C is 31? This is A equal to B, a normal binary plus operator or addition operator. Here you are combining addition with assignment, which is a shorthand representation of
Ma'am,
addition. Yes.
ma'am, someone want to join the class. Can you please accept them?
Yeah. All right. So here these are assignment operators, and we get the output for them. Students, please, the problem is while showing the execution, the system won't allow you to enter directly. I have to minimize that. So it's better you please join at the beginning.
Okay,
Here,
ma'am.
these are shift bitwise operators and or not shift left, shift right. These operate on the bits. So we get the output for this A equal to 60 and its binary representation is 0B. 0B indicate that the number that follows 0B is a binary number. It is 111100, which is 60. B equal to 13 and representing it in binary form again by using this binary function which is available in Python. This one is uh, a simple in not in operator. A list is there 1 2 3 4 5 is assigned to it. In operator, just check whether the value is present in the list or not. So if A is A in list, A is 10, list is 1 2 3 4 5. Here, if condition is false, else part is executed. A is not available in the given list. Uh, and B is 20. For B also, B is not available in the list, will be printed. Here, C equal to B by A apparently divides the number and store the uh, quotient in C. And now what does C contain? C contain 2. Is 2 available in list? Yes, 2 is available. Therefore, you get the output A is available. Oh, here it should be C is available. Because we are checking for C, not for A. So you get the output A is available. No, oh sorry, this C. A and B are not available, C is available. How you got C? C you obtained just by the division operation between B and A. The C is available. A is not available, B is not available. And these are is operator. Is and is not. Is and is not operators would test whether both the variables have the same identity or not. When do you get same identity? When you have same values assigned to both the variables. Uh, the both the variables would have the same identity. Then the is operator would return true. A, B, both are having same value 2020. ID of A, ID of B, both would be same here in this case, in this example. And the output would be line 2, A and B have same identity. Here you are changing the value of a variable. For this if, else, these work on these to 2020 values, whereas here B value is changed, updated to 30. Now the variables A and B will not have the same identity. A and B, look at their identities, students. Observe here, both have got the same value. And line 2 and 3 prints A and B have same identity. When B value is assigned a new value, at that point, A and B variables would get different identity. Therefore, line 5 would print A and B do not have same identity. And this one is precedence of operators. You can see A equal to 20, B equal to 10, and these values are given. Value of A plus B into C divided by D, which is like performing addition between A and B first, and to which C value is multiplied, and finally the whole outcome is divided by D, which is equal to 90. When you perform multiplication before addition, we can see that the result would change. This is a notebook that has implemented all the operators. Let us open. Okay, this one we will save. Anyway, it is auto saving, but then you can save and checkpoint. If you say save and checkpoint, later, if suppose the notebook fails, or there is power cut, or is there any, if there is any problem, the system will restore to this point, to this checkpoint. Okay, to whichever point you have established your checkpoint, you can uh, go back to that point. All right, now I'm closing this notebook. Let us open another notebook, which is loops. In loops notebook, this also I have already executed. Let us do it again. It has to get loaded. After it gets loaded, when you go to this running tab, you can see that these two notebooks are running. I will shut down both and I will try to open it again. Oh, decision statements are also there. First, let us execute decision statements. Then we will execute loops. This one, let us begin from the starting point. To do that, let us restart and clear the output. Restart the kernel and clear the output. Now we get only code cells. Here, this code cell is demonstrating the concept of if. If a statement, there is a variable assigned value 100 if variable. Here variable is 100. 100 means it is a non-zero. Non-zero means it is true. It should print value 1 got a true expression value. When variable 2 is later assigned a value 0, at that point var2 yield false because 0 is false. And then uh, these two lines will not get printed. This statement is not printed, and variable value is also not printed, and goodbye would come. Let us see. Let us execute it. Oh, because it was there, it is asking me to enter a value. This, okay, again, I'll begin from first cell. This is the first cell. I'm running first cell. So I get this. Got a true expression value 100, goodbye. This won't get printed. Here, user is prompted to enter the amount. Okay, input, enter amount. And because by default, the values that are entered by the user are in string form, they have to be converted to int form. For that, this integer conversion function is used. It is asking to enter the amount. I am entering 500 and pressing enter. Enter amount 500, discount is 25. For 500, discount is only 5%. 1 minute, students. Sorry, students. So for 500, 5% is 25 rupees, and net amount to be paid is 475. Then the next is here in this code, we are trying to implement else if, else. Enter the value. Let us enter 1200. So for 1200, the discount is 10%, which is 120. If amount is greater than 1000, oh, sorry, less than 1000 is 5%, less than 5000 is 10%. Otherwise, it is 15. It is 1200, so it is less than 5000. Therefore, the discount is 10%. This one is to check whether the number is divisible by 3 or 2. If I enter a value 20, it is divisible by 2 but not by 3. Here, after I press 20, if a statement checks whether the number mod 2 means remainder equal to 0, yes, it is equal to 0. Condition evaluates to true. It enters. Yes, Shivaji, why did you raise hand? Do you have any doubt? Because it is true, it enter inside this if. Within this if, again a check is made whether the number is divisible by 3. If it is divisible by 3, the mod or the remainder is 0. 20 is not divisible by 3. Therefore, here you get a value false. Because it is false, it goes to else part. Yes, Shivaji, why are you raising your hand? You have any doubt? If you press here, there is a hand symbol. It is like raising hand. If you raise the hand, I get the notification. If I get the notification, I can address your query. So those who are having doubt, you can raise your hand and ask me your doubt. Then the last example is demonstrating the single line statement. If it is a single line, on the same line you can write horizontally wherever you are placing if var double equal to 100 colon, you are not writing print statement in the next line, rather you are writing in the same, you are continuing. This is only applicable for single statements, not for multiple. Okay, let me save this. Save. After saving, I am closing this. The session is over. Loops. Oh, why loop is not opening? Perhaps there might be any uh, infinite loop. Oh, thank God, it has come. If you see that if this small circle is filled up, if it is filled means the kernel is the one that will execute this. Here, this one. On that day when I was doing this, I gave two infinite loops. Here I wrote in comment, don't run this cell, it's infinite loop. It's not coming out. Even Control C, it is not accepting. I have to check up. Is there any other key? Actually, on terminal, if you uh, execute infinite loop on command prompt, if you press Control C, it is like keyboard interrupt, it stops. But in Jupyter Notebook, I'll try. If this is unfilled circle, you can see top here right corner, Python 3 is mentioned. Beside that, there is a small circle. If it is filled, it means kernel is busy. If it is unfilled, it means kernel is available. Here, kernel is not busy. Means you can give this cell for the execution. Kernel will execute the cell. Kernel, we can go for restart and run all. Restart and run all means it runs all the cells. Line by line, you need not run. Uh, One after the other, it runs automatically. And interrupt if there is a, oh, I think for infinite loop, I can go for this key, interrupt here. Instead of pressing Control C, if I go for interrupt, apparently it would stop. Restart is if it gets stuck up or if there is any problem, or even like that also, if you would like to restart, you can restart. Here I am restarting, and the difference between restart and clear output is restart will not clear the output. Let us do that. Restart. You can see output is still available, but the kernel is has been restarted. If you want this output to disappear, you go for restart and clear output. This cell prints count value from 0 to 8, and then it prints goodbye. This cell, okay, let us run and then try for that interrupt. Okay, I'm running it. It runs uh, for infinite number of times. Look at this. This is never ending because we have given var equal to 1 where there is no change in the variable value and variable is true. Non-zero means true. It keeps on asking. Let us interrupt. Okay, interrupt means interrupted by user. And it has stopped. This is like pressing Control C, keyboard interrupt. It has stopped its execution. Otherwise, it goes on. All right. And then here, this one, uh, count is less than 5. Else part associated with while. And then next one is, again, this is also an infinite loop. Why it is infinite? Because flag equal to 1. 1 means it is true. While true, it prints given flag is really true. It goes on printing. Let me show you. It will not stop. You see here how many times it is printing. Observe here. This is adding new output, again adding, again adding. Let us interrupt it. Interrupt. Because it's interrupted, it has stopped. Range would give value 0 to n minus 1. And this is for loop for var in list range. It prints 0 to 4. And this one is printing characters, letters in this string, and then printing the elements of a list. This list fruit has 3 elements, banana, apple, mango, and it prints one by one. At the end, it prints goodbye. This string has 3, 4, 5, 6 letters. So 6 letters it printed, and list has 3 elements. So 3 elements it printed, and goodbye. This one is printing the list of items by using its index. Okay. And then this is checking whether the number is divisible by 2 or not. List number. Each number from this list is checked to determine whether it is divisible by 2 or not. The list does not contain even number. All the numbers specified in the list are odd. So essentially here you don't get any even number print or string. This one would not get printed. This is range 1 to 11. And okay, this is nested for loop inside another for loop. And this is printing multiplication tables from 1 to 10. And this one is having a string Python and demonstrating the use of break. Break is to exit the loop. If it encounters H, apparently it comes out of the loop. PYT, because after T there is H character. Whenever it gets H character, it breaks. Breaks means comes out of this loop, for loop. And there is while loop. In the while loop, current to variable value is 10, and it goes on printing 10, 9, 8 until it finds 5. If it is 5, it breaks. Breaks means it comes out of the while loop. So you get 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and then goodbye. Here, number is equals to converting the entered number into integer form and assigning to no. And later, if a number equal to no, if the value entered by the user is equal to any of the value available in the list, that is compared. If it is there, then number found in list and break, otherwise number not found. I have to enter the number. I am entering 21. Number found in list because 21 is there in this list. Here for letter in Python, if letter equal to H, continue. Continue, it will not take uh, the control out of the loop, rather it takes the control to the beginning of the loop by skipping the remaining uh, lines of code. That is continue. And here py, when there is h, it is not printing h, and it is taking the control back to the for header. This is a for head. The first statement is header, so continue would take you to the header. Therefore, h is not printed essentially here. And in the while loop example, it is printing. Um, First, it is decrementing, comparing, and then printing. That's why 10, it is assigned to a value 10. 10 has become 9. And if it is equal to 5, no, it is not equal, so it gets printed. When it gets equal to 5, at that time, it won't print 5. Rather, it takes the control to the header of the while loop. This program for letter in Python, if letter equal to h, pass statement just whenever this condition satisfies, pass statement is executed. Otherwise, it just keeps on printing the characters. When it is h, uh, when it is h, so it prints this is pass block and prints h character and continues. List is 1, 2, 3, 4. Iterator. This is iterator. Iterator object is used to traverse or one by one scan through the elements. Next is a function that takes the iterator to the next value in the list. So first IT iterator is ITER is a function that builds an iterator and returns the object into IT. And IT is pointing now to this list. Next of IT means now IT is pointing to the first element. Again, if you write one more next, if I write one more next, what happens? It prints print next of IT. What does it do? It prints 2 as well. Again, if I write once more, next it prints 3 until this is manually you have, if you are writing it manually, you have to write as many number of times as there are elements in the list, or you can automate it. Here this is code, you have automated the detection of the termination of the elements in the list. How is it done? Through try except stop iteration. List is 5, 6, 7, 8. IT equal to ITER of list. Here it is building the iterator. For X in IT, print X comma end. It just prints the first element. But you would want to get all the elements printed without you writing next again and again. Oh, sorry, because it is a for loop, it also prints uh, all the elements in the list because it is loop. If there is no loop, when there is no loop, manually you have to write next statements. Loop also is okay. If you write loop, it iterates for IT number of times, means IT means how many elements are available in the list, because IT is pointing to list. Or through next function, another list is created 9, 10, 11, 12. Another iterator variable or an object. And while true means this is an infinite loop, but it won't run for infinite times because there is a condition. What is the condition? Condition is specified in try except. In try except block, you have got this next statement, next IT. This next IT uh, automatically traverse to the subsequent element in the list, and then whenever uh, elements are exhausted, if there are no more elements, if it has reached the end of the list, at that time stop iteration exception is raised. Because this exception is raised, you terminate the loop, you come out of it by using break statement. Let us execute it. So after execution, from for loop you get 5, 6, 7, 8, and from next of IT through from this while loop you get 9, 10, 11, 12. And another way to traverse the elements is through generator function. This is iterator. Another way is generator. In this generator, a function has to be defined. It is necessary to define a function for generator. The generator defines a function which is Fibonacci. Def is the keyword that defines the name of the function. Def Fibonacci of n. N is the parameter. A, B counter. This is multivariable initialization. Is equal to 0, 1, 0. 0 to A, 1 to B, 0 to counter. While true, if counter greater than n, return. Uh, return statement and yield statements are similar. Both would give the value back to the caller. Here return is just to come out. Here yield A is to give out the value of A variable. All right, and then A comma B equal to B comma A plus B. This is the logic for computing Fibonacci series, which is A is assigned to B, B is assigned to A plus B. Fibonacci number is nothing but a number which is the sum of previous two numbers. And then here you are invoking the function f equal to Fibonacci of 5, iterating until it stops. It raises a stop iteration exception, then it breaks. Because it is 5, so 0, 1, and the next one is 0 plus 1, which is 1. The next one is 1 plus 1, which is 2. Next one is 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. All right, students, this all we learned and we also have executed. Now I'm saving this. I will share these as collaboratory notebooks. You can practice, but you have to type and practice, please. Today we will see list, dictionary, strings, tuples. Actually, all four I want to complete today, if time permits. Otherwise, anyway, tomorrow we will continue. Yeah, students, you know about strings. Will anyone tell me what is a string?
A group of characters, ma'am.
Yes,
Sequence
very
of
good.
characters.
Very good, very good. It is group of characters, a string. Variable one. Variable one is a string variable. Why it is a string variable? Because you are assigning a string value, which is hello world within single quotes. There is, in fact, no difference between single quotes and double quotes when it comes to uh, assignment or initialization. You can um, assign a string to a variable using single quotes or using double quotes. It's fine. How do you access? How do you access a string? To access string values, uh, we have to use this slice operator. Please recall we learned square brackets as a slice operator. What is the slice operator? It would give a single character, or it would give substring, means group of characters from the string. Var1 is hello world, var2 is Python programming, and printing, what are we printing? Var1 of 0. Var1 of 0 is what? H. So here H will be printed. Comment is this hash. This one print var2 1:5. 1:5 means what? The starting character is 1, means index. This is the index of the starting character, which is 1, colon, index of the last but one character. 5 is not included, 5 minus 1 character. Therefore, here you get var2 means this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Start with 1. 1 means y, p, h, o. Y, T, H, O. 1, 2, 3, 4. How can we update strings? Strings are updatable. Update could be updated again. Okay. How do you update strings again? It could be done either by reassigning with another string, or uh, assigning uh, or updating part of the string, not the entire string, but the part of the string. To this hello world assigned to variable 1, here it is updated. Updated string is var1 colon 6. Colon 6 means what? What is 6? 0,
Last
1. Mhm. 6 is pointing to which character?
O, ma'am. W, ma'am.
W. Why W? because the index begins at 0. It is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Index 6 has a character W. From that point onwards, you are changing it to Python. Okay, from 6. So this code produces hello. It is as it is. Okay, before 6, everything is as it is. After 6, 6 and after, world got updated to Python. This is updating strings. Here in this example, part of string is updated. Escape character. What is the meaning of escape character? There are few characters that has got special meaning, which are defined uh, in the language. And if you would like to use them, you have to use backslash and then that character, as well as uh, uh, predefined like control X, other specialized operations are coded in this form. This is backslash notation. These are the hexadecimal character, and this is the description. Control X, it is like backslash CX is control X. Escape is this. If you want to use new line, you can use backslash N. If you want to use a space, you can use backslash S or 0x20. Like that, these characters have got some meaning defined and they are known as escape characters. Also, if you would like to use asterisk has got some meaning, plus has got some meaning, quotes have got some meaning. If you would like to override their definition and use it for just printing, not for its actual operation, then also you can use backslash and the character. String special operators. Plus means it concatenate, asterisk means repetition, parenthesis is slice, and this is range slice. Range slice would have colon. What does this colon specify? Start range and end range. Example is A 1:4 means starting index 1, ending index 4 minus 1, which is 3. In is a membership operator. We already learned when we covered operators. In, not in. It checks whether a character is present in the string or not. Or means a raw string. This small r backslash. This would print whatever is there, whatever follows as it is, it would print. That is known as a raw string. It does not try to interpret the meaning of it. Uh, Typically this backslash n is a new line character. But if you use backslash n with r, it means that it is treated as backslash n and not new line character. And percent, this is for formatting, performing string formats. Percent sign. String formatting operator. We already printed tables. Please recall, We printed tables 1, 2, 3, table of 1, multiplication table of 2, and up to multiplication table of 10. What did we do here? This is 1, 2, 3 up to 10. If you would like to print the table like this, 3 into 1 equal to 3. How can that be done? By using this formatting operator. We can write print within double quotes. You want 3, if not, no, not 3. You want percent D. Percent D is for integer. S is for string. Like format symbols are there, no? Here. Percent D, asterisk, percent I. No, this is also percent D, not I. Is equal to, then close this one and put percent sign and write here n comma I. This way we can print multiplication table in this form, where you take n value from user and I value is iterating variable. While I, you can use I is less than 11, I equal to 1 colon, then you can write this print statement. Here also I have to write, no, but I have to write percent D and then comma R. Suppose R is the result of n into I, or you can write n into I again within parenthesis. This is how string formatting operator could be used in order to format the output in C's printf family. This is similar to what is available in C's printf family. This is an example which will generate my name is percent %s means in place of percent %s you get Zara. In place of percent %d you get 21. So my name is Zara and weight is 21 kg, like this. If not, if there is no this percent operator, if you are not using percent %s or percent %d or percent %c, there is no way to put different values. You have to hard code the values here. You can write my name is Zara directly, Z-A-R-A. But then you don't want to give the actual name or the this that you don't want to hard code. Rather, you would want to uh, specify here a variable or any other name or anything else. This is a convenient way of doing that. Percent %c is for character, S is string, I is integer, D is also integer, U is also integer. Means the difference is ID are signed and U is unsigned. O is octal, X is hexadecimal, capital X is hexadecimal in uppercase, E is exponential. Percent capital E is exponential notation with uppercase. Percent F is floating point. Percent G is the shorter of percent F and percent E. Means floating point in scientific representation. E exponent will be there, no? That one. Minus I exponent. This capital G is in capital E form. Other supported symbols and functionalities are asterisk. This is asterisk is it specify the width. It specifies width. This is specifies justification. Justification means here this is left justified, this is right justified, this is center justified. Plus is the display sign. SP is to leave a blank space before a positive number. Hash is to add a octal 0 and a hexadecimal 0x. This is just a 0 and followed by whatever is it denote it to be octal. 0 and x means it denote it to be hexadecimal. This is padding. Padding means if there is any empty space, you can add some other character at that place. That is padding. Percent means leaves you with a single literal percent. This is if you would want to use percent. It means if you would want to use percent sign, then you have to use this. Var is for mapping variable. M dot n is minimum and maximum, means the width, minimum and maximum width. No, wait. M is the minimum total width, N is the number of digits, not maximum. Minimum total width, if you give 50, then 50 spaces, let us take 5 for simplicity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this 5. This much width is reserved, and N is the number of digits to display after a decimal point. If you reserve 50 and after decimal point, if you want 4 digits, then you have to say 4. If you want 2, you have to say 2. Triple quotes, it is used to span a long string across multiple lines. Generally, what happens is you open and close the string. If you on a single line, if you have to span the string on multiple lines, then you can go for either triple single quote or triple double quotes. This is para str. It is a triple quote string, and here we can observe that this string is spanning multiple lines. And the output of this is here. In this you are using this special characters, escape characters as well. \t means tab. Here you will find 5 spaces because of tab. And here \n, this is new line character. Here you can see it is moving on to the next line. You can have such special characters as well in the triple quoted string. Raw strings do not treat \/ as a special character. Every character you put in the raw string stays the way you wrote it. Here, backspace has \/ has got certain meaning, but because you're using within string, it is not treated as a special character. It is treated as a raw string character. No, sorry. What I told is actually the opposite. Here backslash, here you want two backslashes. But then because one backslash is treated as a backslash, another one as escape character, you get output like this. But if you want to print it in this similar manner, you have to use raw string R. If you use R and followed by whatever is there within single quotes or double quotes, within quotes, here you observe we are getting two slashes. Otherwise, here we got a single slash. Here we got a single slash because one slash is treated as a escape slash and another one is backslash. And here these are the built-in string methods. Capitalize will make the first letter capital. Center will place the string in the center of the width specified. If you specify 50 and if the length of the string is 30 characters, then here 10 will be and here 10 will be skipped and in between the 30 character string is printed. All right. And then fill character. If you would like this 10 and this 10, left and right, whatever are there, if you want to fill that space with some character, you can specify that character. Count is to count how many times str occurs in a string. Str is a substring or a character or two or more characters. How many times it occurs? For instance, if the string is Nizam College, Bashirbagh, Hyderabad, here nothing is repeated. Okay, let us and I'm continuing. Okay, this one string only, followed by Constituent College of Usmania University, Constituent College of Usmania University. This is our string. Now I'm trying to search COL. How many times COL is occurring in this string? It gives 2 times. Because here also we have COL and here also we have COL. And we can specify from where to begin the search. By default, it is from the 0th character. If you would like to begin the search from 10th character, 15th character, that also you can do. And end, where do you want to end the search? Here it is the length. Length of the string means the last character of the string, or you can specify 20 or 25, wherever you would want it to stop. Decode the string using the codec registered for encoding. Encoding defaults to default string encoding. There are some codes available, like you have ASCII codes, Unicode. One among the codes is UTF-8 codes. Whether this errors, so how do you deal with errors, whether it is strict or not, and which encoding mechanism? Using that, you can encode or decode the strings. Here using encode, here you can encode and here you can decode. If suppose you want to write Nizam, you would like to encode in some other format. Uh, this is ASCII form. Consider it to be ASCII. If you some other form, you can specify that encoding mechanism and later you can decode it. Ends with it determines whether the string or a substring of a string ends with a suffix. Uh, Nizam. What is the ending of Nizam? If you consider it to be just a single character, M is the suffix, or AM for 2 letters, AM for 3, ZAM. Like that, with that suffix, it ends or not. That it determines. Expand the tabs. It expand the tab means generally the tab size is 5. If you want to change, you can use this. Find whether a string is available or not in the string and where is it. That is like finding the string. Determine if the str is in the string or not. Index, it is same as find, but it raises an exception if string not found. If str is not there, if suppose Nizam is the string and you are trying to find et, substring et is not available in the Nizam. Here find would return -1, but index would return would raise an exception. Is a lnum. It returns true if the string has at least one character and all characters are alphanumeric. Alphanumeric means you have numbers as well as letters A, B, C, D, and all 1, 2, 3, 4. That is alphanumeric. So this is AL num. Is it alphanumeric or not? Here another one is there, is alpha. It returns true if string has at least one character and all other characters are alphabetic, and false otherwise. This is alphanumeric. This is alphabet. Alphabet means only A to Z. Alphanumeric means A to Z and 0 to 9. Is digit, it returns if the string contains 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 or A. Is lower, whether the string that is passed has a case small letter. Is numeric, if whether the string contains number or not. Is space, whether it returns true if string contains only white space character. Is title, if returns true if string is properly title cased. Title cased means if I have to write in Nizam College, in title case, N will be capital and C will be capital. Means the first letter of every word. Is supper means is upper, whether it is uppercase or not. Join is for concatenating or merging two strings. Length is to determine the length of the string. Just, it returns a space padded string with the original string left justified. like this. Width, you specify the width, total number of spaces reserved, and it is left justified. It begins from this left point. Lower is for uh, convert all. Okay, is lower means it checks whether the string has lower case or not. Just lower means it converts all uppercase into lower. L strip means it removes all leading white spaces. Whatever space is there, that space is removed. Leading means before the string, if there is any space, that is stripping, removing. Make trans, it returns a translation table to be used in translate function. It's about translating a string from one language to another. Max, it returns the maximum alphabetical character from the string. If you say A, B, C, D, here D is the maximum, so it returns D. Minimum means it returns the minimum alphabetical character. A will be the minimum. It replaces all occurrences of old in string with the new. In Nizam College, if you would like to update E, wherever there is an E, you would want to change it to some other character. Let us take A. So old is E and new is A. It changes. It replaces all occurrences of E with A. R find, it is same like find means when it checks whether the string is there in the string or not, but it search backwards in the string. Uh, Normally, a string is searched in a forward direction. If you search in the backward direction, it is R find. R index is same as index, but search backwards in string. Index, it searches for the index of the string that is there. Same like index function, R index would search back. R just same like L just. Here it is uh, right justified. R strip same like L strip. It is removing the trailing white spaces. Trailing means which occur after it. A split means it splits or divides a string into two or more substrings. Split string um, based on the delimiter. If the delimiter is comma, if there are two strings like Nizam, comma, college, this is one single string. Because delimiter is comma, it is split into two. Nizam is one string, college is another string. Split lines, it splits strings at all new lines. Okay, wherever there is a new line, it splits. Starts with, it determines if a string or a substring of string begins with this index and ends with this. If yes, it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Strip means it removes trailing and um, leading spaces. Swap case means if it is upper, it makes lower. If it is lower, it makes upper. Title means it returns title case. Title case means all words begin with uh, capital letter or uppercase. Translate is to translate the string according to translation table and removing those in the del string. Okay. Here, delete characters, whatever have been mentioned here, they are removed and then it is translated. Upper is to convert lowercase characters to uppercase. Z fill is it returns original string left padded with zeros to a total of width characters intended for numbers. All right. Here, if you reserve 10 spaces, Then left padded with zeros. 0, 0. If it is meant for numbers. If you write 50 and if its total width is 10, uh, eight preceding spaces would get zeros, 8 zeros, and then 5 zeros. Each decimal returns true if the Unicode string contains only decimal characters, and false otherwise. So this one we will execute and see the output. Strings. There are two variables assigned with the Hello World Python programming. Same whatever we learned, that one we are executing now. Then second one updating the string. Third one printing this string with format characters. Printing a uh, triple quoted string. Here observing what is happening without a raw string command and with the raw string command. Without it is just a single, with one means it is double. And this is string example wow str dot capitalize. Str dot capitalize. What does it do? This T is it capitalized T means is the first letter of the sentence. This sentence, this T is small, here T is made capital. In this example, 40 width of 40 spaces are reserved, and you are filling the extra character with A. Please observe here A, 4 A's, and here 4 A's. Leading and preceding both, and it is center aligned. This one is substring is I. Print count of I. How many times I occurs in this? 1, 2, 3. 3 times I occurs. And how many times exam occur? Beginning at 10 and ending at 40, it is just 1. Once here you can see exam occurs. Okay, here sub is exam. Start the search at 10 and ends at 40. And then here code is converted to base 64. Oh, base 64 is not working. UTF-8 we will try. UTF is also not working. Let me check this encode and decode. And then here this is suffix. What is suffix? To exclamation is the suffix. Is a string ending with a double exclamation? Yes, true. And it ends with this suffix at 20. It is true. Ends with exam. False. Ends with exam at 19th character. True here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 19. Okay. 19, if you consider 19 to be the last, then it is true. Otherwise, it is false. This is original string and default expanded tab. Original string is this is, here you are using tab /t, and the default expanded tab, expanded tabs, double expanded tab to 16 characters. You are extending it to 16 characters. This is finding the string, finding exam. This one is index of str2, index of str2 comma 10, start at 10. Because the string substring not found. Here substring is not found, therefore it gives error. Up to here substring found, and here also substring found. Exam. It is printing. And here this is it alpha? This alpha means just alphabet, true. Here this is not just alphabet, special characters are also there, exclamation, so it is false. This is digit, true. Is this one is digit, false. And is lower, false. Is lower, true. Is numeric, false. This one numeric, true. Is space, str, true. Second one is false. Is title case, yes, true. Second one is false. This is upper, true. Second one is not upper, so false. This is joining this ABC with this SCQ and S, both you are joining, and you get A dash B dash C. Length of string is 32. This is L just. Okay, let me check this also. It converting it into lowercase, and this one is here L strap, and this is our L strip. Both L strip. First L strip, because there is nothing, that's why it is there is no you don't find any difference. Second one, you have asterisk, so L strip, all asterisks that occur um, before this are removed. After this are there. Okay, this one also I'll check. And then maximum character is Y, minimum here maximum character is X, and here Y. This one is minimum character is dot, and minimum character here is A. This is is replaced by was. Is wherever there is, it is replaced by was. And here first one, it is replaced everywhere, and next here it is replacing only for 3 strings. This fourth one will not be replaced. This is R find index. str2 is is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At 5 location you find is, so you get that. there are errors. I'll try to resolve those errors. R just here R just means left right justified. You can observe here 50 spaces are reserved and the string is towards the right, and here you are filling with asterisk. R strip means here you are removing it. Right, right one is removing, left one is there. This is split. Wherever there is an I, you are splitting. THIS would become TH and S. And here this one is split. Whenever there is a new line, it is split. So this is \n. This is a new line character, so it splits the string. This is split lines. Then here this is starts with this true. Starts with this up to 8 characters. It says true. Start at 2 and end at 4. False. This is stripping means both L and R are removed. This is swap case. Capital would become small, small would become capital. This is title case. And this one is error. This one is str.upper, changing this into uppercase. Z fill is for numbers. This is a string example. This is here we are totally reserving 40. Although you can use it for strings as well, but then the primary purpose is to have a numbers, and the left pad should have a value 0. This is you're using strings, and left one you are putting some zeros. Here is this decimal false, and this second one is decimal true. All right, students, do you have any doubt in this? Today what we learned, we executed 3 programs, 3 notebooks, and then we have learned new concept strings. I think we can't complete other topics. Let us do it in the next class. Let me take
Yes,
down
ma'am.
the attendance. 3, 6, 7, 10, 11, 15, 26, 27, 28, 30, 35, 41, 42, 44, 45, 50, 54, 57. Students, any doubts in these 3 programs? Okay, then see you tomorrow at 10.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.